Real success rarely arrives with loud announcements. It grows quietly through small, consistent actions repeated every day. In this inspiring story, you'll discover how ordinary habits can slowly transform your finances, mindset, relationships, and future. You don't need to impress anyone. You only need to improve a little every single day. If you've ever felt behind in life, this story will remind you that the strongest trees spend years growing their roots before anyone notices them. The seed nobody believed in. Ryan lived an ordinary life. Every morning he woke up before sunrise while the rest of the neighborhood slept. His friends laughed because he drove an old car, skipped expensive vacations, packed homemade lunches, read books instead of scrolling social media, and invested a little money every payday. People assumed he wasn't successful because there was nothing flashy about his life. But Ryan understood something most people never learn. Real growth happens underground before anyone sees the results. Like a tiny seed beneath the soil, he quietly built habits that seemed insignificant on their own but became powerful when repeated every day. He stopped chasing shortcuts and started trusting consistency. Every dollar saved, every page read, every workout completed, every new skill learned became another root growing deeper beneath the surface. Nobody applauded him because nobody could yet see what was happening. Building quiet wealth. Years passed. Ryan continued living below his means while others upgraded cars, financed luxury lifestyles, and worried about keeping up with everyone else. Instead of buying things to impress strangers, he invested in index funds, paid off debt, built an emergency fund, learned about real estate, improved his communication skills, and kept a journal of lessons learned. Every setback became another teacher instead of another excuse. There were months when progress felt invisible, but he refused to quit because he knew compound growth rewards patience. Just as tiny drops of water eventually fill a lake, tiny daily improvements slowly built a life of financial security and inner confidence. When the results finally appeared, one day people suddenly noticed Ryan's success. He bought a nice home without overwhelming debt. His investments generated passive income. His business opportunities multiplied because people trusted his discipline and reputation. Friends began asking, "How did you become successful so quickly?" Ryan smiled because there was nothing quick about it. They were only seeing the harvest, not the years spent planting seeds. Success looked sudden to outsiders, but it had actually been growing silently for a decade. Every small decision had quietly accumulated until the results became impossible to ignore. The trap of looking successful. Ryan realized that many people confuse looking rich with becoming wealthy. Some spent every raise on bigger expenses. Others constantly compared themselves to social media influencers whose lives appeared perfect. Ryan chose a different path. He protected his peace by avoiding unnecessary comparisons. He focused on building skills instead of chasing status. He remembered that loud success often disappears quickly, while quiet success continues growing year after year. The less he tried to impress people, the more freedom he gained. His confidence came from preparation, not approval. Growing silently wins. Years later, Ryan mentored younger people who wanted instant success. He taught them that every giant oak tree was once a tiny seed no one noticed. Wealth is built one investment at a time. Health is built one workout at a time. Wisdom is built one book at a time. Strong relationships are built one conversation at a time. Great businesses are built one satisfied customer at a time. The greatest victories rarely begin with applause, they begin with quiet discipline. If you stay consistent while others chase shortcuts, one day your life will speak louder than your words. Keep growing silently, because the strongest success is the kind that doesn't need to announce itself.